Welcome to Sunline Studios. This is a tour of Sunline Gardens and Sunline Studios. The entrance to Sunline Studios. The road is called Queens Lane. It's right opposite Nairobi Queens Secondary School. As you enter and start a tour of Sunline, you have an avocado tree and the situation is good for photographic scenes. And if you have an occasion, you want to take photographs or you want video clips, these are good and they can be done at the entrance. This is the entrance, and you have a scenery that you can be able to take your still photographs. You can also be able to take your video photography, and the place is big enough for quite a number of people, depending on the occasion that you might be having. The scenery is photo friendly, and you have a good scene. You can have a picnic kind of, and there's nothing that will stop you from enjoying yourself on the photographic sceneries. This is one of the places in our gardens that you enjoy yourself with your party, with your family, or for those who want to take video clips, or those ones who have their own plays, action movie, and all that you want to do in a quiet, nice place. This is the place to be. We have fruits. Sometimes when they are ripe, you don't mind. You can have your portion of this, and even bananas. Sometimes you have bananas when they are ripe. You don't mind giving a portion of that. From there, we go to the scenery where we start the Sunline Studio complex. This is now the Sunline Studio complex, but for today we are going to see the outside and the gardens, and the next time we are going to get into the studios, inside the studios themselves. But for now, this is the area that you can be able to keep bouncing castle, and even you may be able to have your outside catering. And this is the place you have even the facilities for the washrooms. You have the washrooms outside for those people who do not want to be indoors. If you are doing your things outside, we can be able to give you the facilities outside. There's also a photographic site just near the washrooms, and you are welcome. You can have your pictures, you can have your video clips. All this is done as the other people are doing their own things. If you are having a function, several functions can be done here. can have your wedding. Sometimes you can have your wedding reception. You can have a graduation party here. You can have a conference. You have, if you are having a movie to shoot, you have the facilities to do this. And also for the musicians, if you want to produce your songs, you have the sceneries here, and everything that you require is available in this. Sceneries of different kinds are there. Depending on the requirement of individual clients, we are able to do whatever a client requires, and it's not a matter of if, it is a matter of when you want to do this. There's nothing that we cannot be able to do. We have the facilities like the fast public address system, music. We have our own DJs. We have photographic equipment. Whatever you want to do in this facility, we have the equipment, and we can facilitate you to do whatever is necessary. There are many things that you can be able to do here, and even for those people who are running, we can give you the facility for competition. If it's a debating, we have the facilities inside. But for today, we are going to show you what we do outside, and in a matter of a few minutes, we are going to show you the areas that you can even do your shooting, and you can even be able to complete a complete movie in these areas. We have all the different sceneries that can be done, and you are welcome. If you have anything that you want to do, I'm saying anything because most of the things, or most of the shootings that you would want to have, they can be accommodated in this place, depending on your actual need. And we are there. You can be able to match whatever you want to do. This is an area that we have been shooting a few films. The scenery is good, and you can be able even to make whatever you want. We were maybe, let me say, not unfortunate, because the rains have not come for quite some time, and the flowers, when we go to the field, you see some of the flowers are not doing very well, or they have not done very well, because when the rain comes, when the rains are there, the flowers will blossom and you'll just like the place. But even now, the areas that we can do our shooting is still there, and we have no shortage of places to shoot, and we are having several facilities, and especially when you are doing the outside catering, we have places that you cannot you see, the facilities are there. You don't have to go inside the buildings, because there are many people who are doing their own things outside, and that is why we said we have to cater for everybody. And those are the washrooms, and we have to cater for those ones who are doing their things outside and inside. This is the entrance to Sunline Gardens. and the scenery is quite impressive. And when we come to the photo scenery place, you have different things that you can be able to do here. And for the people who love flowers, if you are a friend of green flowering, well, this is the place that you can be. Only that when it has been dry, some of the flowers have also dried, and it's only a matter of time. When the rains come, things will change, and it will be quite a nice thing, and you will actually not regret having come here for your functions. After this one, we have had several occasions, especially graduation parties. I want to thank quite a number of students who have seen this place, and they normally bring their friends, and we have always enjoyed. We have always had our place occupied during the day, during the weekdays, and also during the weekends. And we just say, if you have to do your booking, let's have a booking, and just give us at least a week or 2 weeks, because sometimes if you meet that it was already booked, we will not give you 100% facility, because if you are sharing it with other people, it might not be as good as you would have wished to do when you are just your own self. These are the gardens. These are the Sunline Gardens, and though we accept it has been a dry spell, we still have the green plantation, the green flowers, but this is not how it is usually during the other rainy times. But for now we accept, because there are things that you cannot be able to change. You cannot control the climate, you cannot control the weather, but sometimes you have to help yourself, because at least, especially for photographic purposes, the green and the flowers must be there regardless of the season. And we accept. But the place is also good. If you are having, say, a movie, somebody is creating a movie or a documentary, or name it, this is a place that we have done, and I have seen quite a number of them doing it here. I have also seen musicians come and finish their filming for their albums, and it is done, and they all appreciate. We also have other facilities, not just that one, because for the musicians and for even others, and especially for those ones who are coming for graduation parties, the place is quite good, and normally you enjoy yourselves. It's a cool place. You have left the noises very far, and you just enjoy yourselves. It's a flowery place, and it comes. Sometimes you end up even trying to appreciate the vegetation that you just see around. It's quite a pleasant place to be, quite in order, and for those ones with mobile phones, you do not need to say that you don't have credit. We have free Wi-Fi that can serve up to about 50 people all at the same time, and it's good. just is adventurous. It's adventurous. Sometimes you try it and you will not regret. You are going to see that you are in an environment that you can be able to enjoy, that you can be able to do exactly what you want in one way or another. It's something that if you do it, and if you're actually doing it for the first time, you are going to wish that you could do it 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And you can even have your friends come and try whatever you're having. For those ones who have done graduation parties here, they have repeatedly come again, and still again. They have brought their friends. They have enjoyed the place. Especially, and let me say, for graduation parties, we can provide you with the food. We can provide you with music. We can provide you with the photographic equipment. We can provide you with the video cameras. So what you do, you only come with your degree certificate, and the others will be taken care of. So after graduating, you don't have to go and say, I'm going to look for somebody who is going to cook for me. I want a DJ who is going to entertain my people. Everything will be done here, and you just enjoy yourself. So for those ones in college and near, especially those ones who are nearby, instead of going to spend a lot of money in expensive places, come, enjoy yourself here. You'll be entertained, and you will not regret. I assure you that you are not going to regret whatsoever. It's a good place. You come, and well, as I'm telling you, you have full internet. If you want to use the machines, we have the internet equipment inside. But if you are going to use only the Wi-Fi is there, and you have the facility. You can be able to do whatever you are going to do, especially when you are using the mobile. So I think it is good for us to know that when you are coming to the gardens, you will be fully equipped. You do not want to come with your flash disk saying that I want you to be putting some music. We have the music that you want. I assure you that we have the music that you want, and we can do anything that pertains to making sure that you are satisfied. Now, after the Sunline Gardens, we have other facilities. These are the facilities that we also do the filming, and in this area we have maize vegetation, we have bananas, and we have lara. This is napier grass, and these are places that you can enjoy when you are doing some picnic filming. Sometimes if you are having a scenery for movie and a scenery for even documentaries, these are the places that you can bring and do whatever you want to do. We have a big portion of this place because we can go up to downstream, not actually downstream, but down the bush. There is a bush that also contains a very nice scenery for photographic, for your photographs and for your video filming. And as you go down, It's like down the hill. It's not, well, I don't know what even I can call it, because it's not it's an enjoyable place, but unless you are keeping fit, you might not even be able to go down. Down. There is a place, and we have gone up to the river. The Nairobi River that you know starts upstream. This is one of the small streams that forms the Nairobi River. Is called Dagoretti. Dagoretti River forms part of the Sunline Gardens, and when we go down there, you will enjoy yourselves. This is the bush that you can be able to do your filming. You can do your picnic, and even you can have your photo sceneries there, and you end up enjoying yourself. There's nothing as good as this. So I think we better go downstream. We go down the hill. It's quite a place. Now this is the place that you have the small Dagoretti River. The water is very clean. We used to drink this water even without boiling, although these days is a bit polluted. But even now, it's not as bad as it is downstream. But this is where it is, and this is now where the bush is. The bush is in the same portion that has the Sunline Gardens, and this is where we start climbing. And why don't we let us climb and see how it is? It is a bush area, then a plantation, and as I had told you before, is not very good for you if you have not been keeping fit. It's for those people who have kept fit, and you enjoy yourself, although it is quite a task. It's quite a task, and it's not even surprising when you have black ants. The black ants are there, and I think you don't have to enjoy yourselves very much when they are at least in your socks, or when they have entered your trousers. It becomes a bit difficult for you to remove them. It's quite a task, but at least if you agree that you are there and you actually need and you want to finish the task of climbing from that river upwards, you do not have to mind the ants and the black, especially the black ones. They are very. I don't know what is wrong with these black ants. Sometimes you do not know how their teeth are, because that thing is very sharp and very strong, and you see the stuff. Once it bites you, you start bleeding straight away, and it's such a painful thing. So if 2 or 3 or 4 of them just enter your trouser, I think you are going to have it very rough. But this is the experience you can have, because the black ants are not always there. It's once in a while, and especially when the rain is about to come, you find that there are so many of them. I think they leave the ground because the down there might be very hot, and they are trying to appear on the ground because of the heat down there. But in any case, we are still climbing, and as I had said earlier, climbing is, I mean, you have to climb, and when you are climbing, it means that it does not matter, only that you have to make sure that the shoes that you are putting are not the ones that you are putting when it is a flat thing. Otherwise you might end up going down without your knowledge. But now you still come through the bush, coming again, up and again, until you reach where you can have at least a rest. When you come up, and these are video scenery places, and you can make sure that no matter how tired you are, you still climb until you finish the bush, come to the shamba, and when you come to the shamba, you again come back to where we originated. And well, don't worry about the spiny leaves. They are thorny, and well, it depends on your hands. Your hands might be able to help you. Sometimes they may not be able to help you. But let us assume that your hands can be able to help you. And don't worry. The small loans are not a big deal. And I'm sure you can be able to do something else and enjoy. Sometimes you have to feel it's painful, not very painful, but at times you just take it for granted and say, well, now at least I have done the biggest part. And all this is part of Sunline Garden, although this one we call the Sunline Bush, and it is part of our photo scenery. And if you have a big group, it's good. You enjoy yourselves there, and especially for those ones who normally have choma, you can have your choma there and enjoy yourselves there. You pipe the music to you there, and it is quite in order. You don't have anything to fear, because the scenery is there. You can have the shamba there. You can, well, I will not say you to plant anything, but it is good. The bananas, especially when it is hot, the sun has taken its own part, and you can see the plantations are not as green as we expect them to be. But we hope, as we continue, to be a good thing, and you not miss any of our flowers, the trees, and anything else, because when it rains, in fact we are talking of just 1 week. Just in 1 week, the green returns, the flowers turn out to be as good as we can, and I'm sure when we are visiting this place next time, because I hope it will be the next 2 or so weeks, and I'm sure that the rains will have come. You see a lot of difference between what we have seen and what we will see that particular time. So I do not mind if you join me even once again when we are coming for this next tour, because you will have seen quite a number of good friends coming for this place, coming to see what we do here. And well, I'm sure we are going to make you happy, and everybody will have to enjoy when we come, and especially when we say that you are having visitors here. The best thing that you do for visitors is to make them happy. If somebody has to come again, you have to be a happy person for you to be around, and also to enjoy and make sure that you are going to come again. Otherwise, if you do not enjoy, and if you are not catered for, you do not have even one wish of making you come back again. I'm sure that getting tired is not a bad thing. After all, maybe you could have done a good exercise when you are doing this kind of a thing. Although the bananas are not ripe, you do not have to mind, because there comes a time that they will be ripe, and you're also welcome to have the bananas and do something. Eat as many as you can, because that is the place where you can be able to come. Again, we enter the Sunline Gardens now once again, And now this place, as you can see the scenery, it is, well, other than the drying part of the garden flowers, well, as I had said earlier, these are natural things. They are things that you cannot be able to control. When it comes to rain or climatic change, it has absolutely nothing to do with you. You may be a weatherman, and you can tell us it's going to rain, it's not going to rain. But the rainmaker, the one who controls the rain, you can say that it's not going to rain. And when you look outside, you see rain starting to rain. And in your studio or wherever you are telling people that there will be no rain, and they are hearing the rain, and they can see the rain, whoever is outside. Then they wonder, what are you telling us if the rain is there? So as far as the rains are concerned, the climate change is there, and you are not the one who is going to control the rains. You are not going to control the sun. You are not going to control the heat. So these are natural things that come, and we say God will help us to plant the flowers, to do everything else, but there are those many things that you have to do for your own self, and then pray that God will help where you cannot be able to do. There are many things that we can be able to do ourselves, and there are equally many more that we cannot be able to do. So this is why we say, when you come to our place, we welcome you. Bring whatever you want to bring. Come and do whatever you want to do. Enjoy yourself. Bring another group. Enjoy yourself, as long as you are not going to offend us. And I know most of the people have not had any single occasion that people have complained, or I have complained because of people. Otherwise, the place is there for you anytime. When you have an occasion, when you have, I repeat, graduation party, wedding party, a reception for the wedding, and in any case, as you come, you have a place to rest. Once you have come from down there, you can come and have a rest. This is a place you can even have, you can wet yourself, you can wash yourself, make yourself wet if you want to, whatever. You have a lot of water there, and this is where we enjoy. And where we say from Sunline, I want to thank you very much for being with me. You have been with me at the sceneries. You have gone to the bush, you have gone to the Great River there, and again you have come to the fuming forest, you have come to the gardens, and now this is the last portion that we have. These are the sceneries that we will give you, and especially when we are shooting something that is not very complicated. These are the things that will come to you. The place is secure, and anytime that you need any assistance and you want to come to our place, make sure that you contact us. I'm sure you have enjoyed our tour of Sunline Gardens. You have seen the Sunline Bush. And next time when we come, we are going to show you inside our Sunline studios. And we will not go out, at least you have seen what is outside. And we will be grateful to welcome you to Sunline Studios, which is here with us. So welcome, and may I say thank you very much for joining us on that tour of Sunline Gardens, Sunline Bush. And I'm sure next time when we meet, we are going to enjoy inside Sunline Studios.